grade, we are now ready to outline our exit ticket for week 6, our writing task. So we know that included in our packet are 3 paragraph outlines, but we can also use a 1 paragraph format if we're very intentional and strategic in our planning. So today we're going to be working through a 1 paragraph outline and talk about the drafting, revising, and publishing process for our writing task. Let's get started. Get started on page 20. We are going to start, just as we always do, with carefully reading our prompt. So we're going to start right here. Design a commercial telling your audience why rocks and minerals are so important and how we can use rocks and minerals in everyday life. How would our lives be different without them? Use details from the text to support your response. So to break down this prompt, we can use our tried and true method of TAP, identifying our topic, what we're writing about, our audience, who we are writing to, and our purpose, why we are writing. First, focusing on our topic, looking back to our prompt, what are we writing about? We are writing about both the importance of rocks and minerals and the uses of rocks and minerals. Now we are super familiar with our symbols, our plus sign to mean and our slashes to mean new ideas. Second, who are we writing to? We know we're designing a commercial to tell our audience why rocks and minerals are important and how we use them. So who is our audience? Our audience is non-experts, people who need to know more and who will benefit from watching our commercial with this important information. And finally, our purpose. Why are we writing? We remember that there are 3 buckets that our purposes can fall into for our different writing tasks. And those are to inform or explain, to tell a story, or to share an opinion. Which one makes the most sense here? Today we're informing. We're informing our audience through our commercial about the importance and the uses of rocks and minerals. So we have deconstructed our prompt. We know what we're doing. If we are informing, does it make more sense to use a quick outline or a story arc? A quick outline makes more sense because we need to write an informational paragraph in order to deliver this information in a way that our audience will understand. Let's review each part of our quick outline and the different roles that they will play. So first, our topic sentence we know must address our topic, the importance of rocks and minerals, and the uses of rocks and minerals. Our topic sentence is especially important today because we are designing a commercial. So our topic sentence needs to be especially interesting and groundbreaking and attention-getting so that our reader is sustaining attention on our commercial and doesn't change the channel. Next, we have our details. Our details are going to give us the information we need to cover our topic. So because we're discussing both the importance and the uses of rocks and minerals, we can cover the importance with details 1 and 2 and the uses with details 3 and 4. Finally, our concluding sentence is going to address the topic again. We need to make a lasting impression in our audience's mind as we finish our commercial about why rocks and minerals are so important and how we use them every single day. Okay, so we have these notes to the side that are here for our reference as we outline our 1 paragraph essay. Now we are ready to get started with our outline, starting of course with our topic sentence. As a reminder, our topic sentence must address our topic, which is right here. We need to talk about both the importance of rocks and minerals and how they are used. Let's think back to what our final task is. We're designing a commercial. So our topic sentence really needs to make a statement. We need to start our commercial strong with this lights, camera, action in a very engaging and interesting way, because otherwise our audience is going to change the channel on us. So we reviewed some interesting ways to write sentences in our revision activity this week. One of my favorites is to vary our sentence type, to change a simple statement into an exclamation, showing emotion with an exclamation mark, or a command telling someone what to do, or a question with a question mark, getting our reader engaged with some of our wonderful question words. For a topic sentence to start something like a commercial, my favorite strategy is to use a question because it gets our reader thinking about what answers to that question might be, which we're going to include in our wonderful details. So one way that we can start this commercial is with this topic sentence. Have you ever wondered why rocks and minerals are so important, or how you use them every day? If I hear this question in a commercial, I'm already thinking, why are rocks and minerals so important? How do I use rocks and minerals every single day? This gets our audience interested so that they'll keep listening to that important information that's coming next. Of course, you all are amazing, creative, and strategic writers, so I'm sure you can think of even better ways to capture your audience's attention using a varying sentence type. Now, for our details. Our details are, of course, going to come from our text. We need to make sure we're using textual evidence to talk about both the importance and the uses of rocks and minerals. As a reminder, our text for this week you can find in the DCPS packet on pages 7 through 11. You can refer to my read aloud of the text, as well as the wonderful activities you did with this text on days 1, 2, and 3 of this week in order to gather this information. Today, you are responsible for finding your text evidence. So far during distance learning, we've been working through gathering evidence together, but I trust your writing abilities that you will be able to find this evidence on your own. And whatever speaks to you as the most powerful examples of importance or the most powerful uses of rocks and minerals are the ones that I want to see in your essay. So after we've paused and we've worked through our details, we're ready to return to our CS. As a reminder, our CS needs to address our topic, the importance of rocks and minerals, and the uses of rocks and minerals. We also know, since this is a commercial, this is the very last thing that our audience is going to hear about our topic. So we really want to leave a lasting impression in their minds. This is another great opportunity to vary sentence types. I used an exclamation to show some more emotion. As you can see, our lives would not be the same without rocks and minerals. This exclamation is going to leave my reader thinking about how rocks and minerals make our lives better. Again, as amazing writers, this is your opportunity to get creative with the last message that your audience is going to hear about your topic, the importance of rocks and minerals, and the uses of rocks and minerals. I encourage you to try out a varying sentence type, whether it's another question, an exclamation like mine, or a command telling your reader to do something. Great. So now is your opportunity to make sure that your outline is complete. You have an engaging TS that's on topic. You have found your very own details about the importance and uses of rocks and minerals from your text, and you have a CS that keeps your reader thinking about your topic. Once your outline is ready, take as much time as you need. You are ready to move on to the drafting phase of essay writing. So here we see on page 24 of our week 6 packet, space to draft the first draft of our commercial script. So we're taking our outline and we're drafting it into a complete and interesting essay. As a reminder, this starts with our TS, then our detailed sentences, followed by our concluding sentence. Can we use our symbols and our note-taking strategies when we're drafting? No, we cannot. We need to use our great writing strategies to transfer those notes into beautiful, complete sentences. So pause, draft your writing, Take the time that you need and remember to use your outline. Once your draft is complete, you are ready to revise. We have 2 different revision resources this week. The first is our revision checklist, which we worked together on during this week's revision activity. You can go back and watch my video on the revision activity to see examples of each of these strategies. Each of these strategies can make individual sentences even stronger to make our whole commercial more compelling. You also have an informative writing rubric here. This is a checklist to make sure that you are writing as effectively as possible. So really quickly, we're going to review our rubric. So first we have development. You want to make sure, 1, my writing is focused. 2, I use descriptive details. 3, I used concrete words or phrases. I used quotations to support my essay. For organization, 1, I introduced the topic. 2, I grouped similar information together. 3, I linked ideas and showed contrasting ideas using transition words or phrases. And 4, my conclusion relates to the information I wrote. Lastly, language and conventions. I used capitalization, punctuation, and correct spelling. I wrote to the appropriate audience, and I wrote sentences that vary in length and structure. So all of these tasks are important to keep in mind as you revise to make your writing as strong as possible and as interesting as possible to write an amazing commercial. And finally, after you've revised your draft, it's perfect, your script is super strong, we get to the fun part. We get to publish our writing as a commercial. So you get tons of choices when publishing your writing as a commercial. You could create a poster that includes your paragraph. You could film your commercial on a device or a phone. You could act out your commercial to your household and your family. You could even sing and dance to your commercial to make it even more exciting. I would love to see your wonderful commercials in whatever form or fashion you are able to do them, because I know that they're going to be grounded in beautiful and interesting writing. Good luck, 4th grade. I know you can do this, and I am so excited to see your work.